better strap yourself in. It's time for the Howie Carr Show.
Now it's time for America to bind the wounds of division. Have to get together. To all Republicans and Democrats and independents across this nation, I say it is time for us to come together.
Live from an undisclosed location.
Eileen and I have been on this ever since we wrote the book, How Trump Can Beat Hillary. And we were worried that would be a Dewey defeats Truman headline. But now it looks like it's not going to be. This is extraordinary, and it is a redefinition of the Republican Party.
Unchained and unstoppable.
Obviously, he's going to be our president, and I'll support that. But I think it's a dark day for minorities and for women.
Who's your captain? Howie Carr.
We did not discuss that last night since its victory, and he certainly didn't address it with Mrs. Clinton on the phone. But I think he heard his own words last night, Willie, to the extent that one man can, as president, and certainly Vice President Pence, who's phenomenal, they're looking to unify the country.
Who do you love? Howie Carr.
Last night, I congratulated Donald Trump and offered to work with him on behalf of our country. I hope that he will be a successful president for all Americans. This is not the outcome we wanted or we worked so hard for, and I'm sorry that we did not win this election for the values we share and the vision we hold for our country.
Rump swabs, hacks, and moonbats beware. It's Howie Carr.
Is. My heart feels like an alligator. The texts are coming in. It's such a pleasurable day. We're going to have a lot of fun here this afternoon. 603 says, it's so quiet at Clinton headquarters in Brooklyn, you can hear an email being deleted. 617, how's this one, Howie? A good friend of my daughter in 8th grade, who was an annoying Hillary supporter, actually kicked my kid in the shin today, probably as a result of her parents' rabid support of Clinton. I would call that a hate crime, 617. That's a terrible, terrible thing. It's great. Socialist students of Boston protesting. Back to the good old Code Pink days. You know what? There is actually going to be a candlelight vigil tonight in D.C. The first candlelight vigil in 8 years. You know what else is coming back? The next time somebody is, God forbid, I hope it doesn't happen, but an American serviceman killed in Afghanistan or Mosul, there's going to be a grim milestone on the network newscast where Predator drones, as of January 20th, are going to start bombing wedding parties in Afghanistan, Iraq, Syria again. None of this stuff has happened for the last 8 years. Homelessness is back, or is going to be back. Remember all these great things? And like you said, Code Pink is going to be back. Cindy Sheehan will be returning from wherever the hell she has been for the last 8 years. The mainstream media is going to turn around on a dime. 978 says, if Hillary agrees to shut down the foundation, Trump agrees not to prosecute. Some people were saying the reason she wouldn't come downstairs last night is because she was trying to work out a plea bargain. That's a possibility, too. Where's Ann Coulter, Howie? She will be with us at around 5:30, somewhere in there. Barack, you're fired. 603, I'm happiest for my young children. I was thinking about that. I was thinking, I can survive, the years I got left. I can make it through. But, even Grace's, would have had a tough time. And then Grace's kids and my grandchildren, if I have anything. Has anyone heard from Pocahontas?
Crickets.
Yeah. Where's Pocahontas?
I think the election last night dumped a big old bucket of water on her smoke signal fire.
Oh, no. Whatever happened to those nasty women that were going to turn out? I'm writing my column for tomorrow, losers and winners. Losers. Nasty women.
Actually,
nasty women.
There's a lot of girls who Instagrammed yesterday them at the voting booths, and they wrote, I'm a nasty woman. And now it's awkward because it's like you can't like it anymore because lost.
Listen, here's another one. I'd forgotten about this. You know what else is coming back in January along with the homeless and the candlelight vigils? The misery index. Here's another one. Live shots at gas stations. The price of gas went up 2 cents today. Donald Trump declined to comment.
I think they're also going to discover the workforce participation rate and the hollow unemployment numbers, don't you?
Someone says they actually put out an email at UMass Lowell today saying they're having counseling sessions. Can you check that, Grace? And you check.
No,
that.
that's
there's
true.
a couple of places that
That's true?
There are a bunch of professors who have made exams optional for people who are too distraught over the election. There was a walkout at a high school in California. The students and the teachers walked out.
I heard that somebody walked out in someplace on the West Coast and walked into some traffic. I mean, talk about something for the Darwin Awards later in the year. That's pretty. Now, have the Obama phones been confiscated? I should ask Bill that from West Hartford before we blew him up. Is his Obama phone now going to be confiscated? All right. Listen, 1-844-500-4242. This day is going by already so fast. But I wanted to check in with Grace, and I know that at this time, every time a Republican is elected, last time it happened was 12 years ago. All the beautiful people threatened to leave the country. So Grace wanted to fill me in on the latest of the beautiful people. And again, this is different than the last time because we now have Uber, we now have Lyft. You don't need to take your own car to the airport, and we also have things called the thing called the GoFundMe page.
Yes.
So what we can do is, for Amy Schumer or any of these other people, we can just set up a GoFundMe page, right?
Yeah, to buy their ticket.
To buy their Uber or their Lyft ride to the airport.
Exactly. Well, Amy
So
Schumer.
who have you got here for us, Grace?
Amy Schumer was not tweeting last night. So there were some people who went silent. Like Lena Dunham was saying before the results.
Maybe she was looking for that guy who raped her. Or, excuse me, who didn't rape her when she was at Oberlin.
Well, she tweeted something like, "This is historic," or something like that. And then all of a sudden, just nothing. And she still hasn't tweeted. So a lot of people are saying, hey, let us know.
Mark Cuban's another one of those people, right? Mark Cuban has. I mean, this is, they talk about everybody's tweeting now. There are a lot. There's like at least 100,000 people have stopped tweeting. Granny Warren has stopped tweeting, right?
Yeah. A lot of people went silent, but a couple of people did not. Katy Perry tweeted last night.
Katy Perry.
In all caps, the revolution is coming. You know Katy Perry, what she sings.
She has
This is her big song.
That's enough of Katy Perry.
That's her
she
big
has
anthem.
She has black hair and she posed naked last week, right?
She
posed kind of naked.
She's always posing kind of naked, but yeah, that's her big song. She's been.
I don't care what her
supporter.
songs are. When was the last time she posed naked?
I mean, with Katy Perry, like all her music videos are basically her posing.
She did a "Get Out the Vote" video for Hillary Clinton in which she was topless, but
it worked wonders.
Like a good investigative producer, I needed to check it out just to be sure that it was legit. But you didn't see anything.
Okay.
So Katy Perry was our first one. She's Hillary's.
When is she leaving? Do we have her flight number or anything like that?
You know what? She's actually not leaving. She gave a little speech at Hillary's rally yesterday when everyone was crying, and she said, like, guys, we have to come
What is
together.
it with John Bon Jovi, by the way? He in 2004. He was performing in Copley Square in Boston at the John Kerry rally when they realized they were losing. And then last night the night before he was in Philadelphia, right, with Bruce Springsteen, and then he was going up to New York, and he was going to. He's a big loser here.
But better question: when did you learn how to say Bon Jovi correctly? Because last time I believe you were pronouncing it Bon Jovi.
I learned last night at the Republican rally. Someone gave me this information, so
wow.
I decided.
Very good, Howie. All right, so our second person.
Did you watch me on Facebook last night? I did about a 30-minute monologue or a monologue with the mayor of Hingham.
No, I must have missed that. I was watching some other coverage of that.
By the way, the mayor of Hingham, Bob Hedlund, he wants to be ambassador to Finland. It's part of his priceless Finnish heritage. So I said, take a ticket, Bob. I'll do some work for you after I get Charlotte a job at the White House next summer.
We're gonna have to call Governor LePage and see if he's made any progress towards getting the Canada-Jamaica ambassadorship.
Our next celebrity.
Trinidad Tobago is not bad this time of year either. That's where they sent Brian Donnelly, the former congressman from Dorchester. Go ahead.
Our next celebrity is Cher. So she's
gypsies, tramps, and thieves. We heard it from the people on the street.
Oh my God! When you do that dance,
half breed. How I learned to hate the word half breed.
this This is the one I pulled. This is her jam right here.
I never knew my mom. I barely knew my dad. Then I went to work for Hillary Clinton and somebody done kicked me down the stairs. That's one of her great songs from the 60s.
But she has a lot riding on this as well because, as you know, her daughter, she was a daughter, Chastity, is now Chaz. So Cher is very big, not only for her music.
She's big into transgender bathrooms.
Yes, exactly. So she tweeted, "The world will never be the same."
Oh, let's hope so. Knock on wood, Cher.
I feel sad for the young. Toilet. She did a toilet emoji. Will never be more.
Is this about the transgender bathroom, the toilet emoji?
Yeah, I don't know where the toilet. It was. A lot of her tweets don't really make sense, but
that's strange.
But she wrote.
To observe.
She wrote, "You can't polish," and then she did a little emoji of poop. You can't polish poop. And so that was Cher's.
Thanks for sharing, Cher.
And our next one is Lady Gaga. She said, "Say a prayer, America." See, a lot of these are really.
Here's my prayer. Thank you, God.
Yeah, what?
That's enough of that. Gaga, ooh la la.
I knew you'd like that one.
Wow.
But okay, so then people started getting really sad. So Ariel Winter, she's from Modern Family.
Is he in relation to Howie Winter?
No, is that?
He's a gangster. Lived down the street from me.
Oh.
He's still around. He lives in Millbury now.
I mean, he could, but she wrote, "America, you have failed. What the actual F?"
Says who? Howie Winter? I'll take it from Howie Winter. I'm not taking it from Ariel Winter.
Devastating. I won't recognize @real Donald Trump as our president ever.
Okay.
Ariana Grande.
Whichever way you want it. Okay. It's a free country.
Ariana Grande, who you remember,
Ariana Grande?
Remember she
was I in Starbucks and I ordered an Ariana Grande?
Yeah, Venti Grande, yeah. She was the girl who licked the donut in the donut shop and got in all that trouble.
I remember that.
She wrote, "I am in tears." So some people were writing long things and some people were just going very short and brief and trying to be dramatic. She said, "I am in tears."
And then people like Madonna and Katy Perry were just getting into their briefs.
Rashida Jones.
Do
you know who she is?
She a nun?
She is not. She's an actor. She's the daughter of Quincy Jones and Peggy Lipton.
Oh, okay. I know those people.
And she wrote on Twitter, "I want to quit life." How does that make you feel, Howie? That Rashida's hurting.
I'm sorry, Rashida.
Alyssa Milano. Do you know who she is?
I like her cookies.
She wrote, well, if anyone out there remembers, she was Tony Danza's daughter on
oh, wow. Okay.
Who's the Boss?
Okay, now I'm clear.
She wrote, "Is it possible that this country is more sexist than racist? May God help us all."
He did yesterday. What's her name, Rashida?
No, this is Melissa Joan Hart. Melissa Joan Hart, who you know is the Sabrina the Teenage Witch, said, "Ugh, who else wants to puke right now? #election.
Okay.
And I'm going to give you one last one. Christina Applegate.
Yeah, from what's it? Family Ties or something.
Yeah, she wrote, "I went to sleep early, woke up to this. To my fellow humans outside of the U.S., we don't want this, and we are heartbroken."
Speak for yourself, Christina.
Yeah, she's speaking for they're all speaking for a lot of people.
All right. Hey, Grace, thank you very much for sharing with that. Did you have any left? Did you have some left?
Oh, yeah, I have a ton left.
We'll come back in an hour or so.
Okay.
All right. Thanks. I'm sure some more people will be threatening to leave. We're going to need an updated.
We might need a pool. We might need a pool of all the people who have threatened to leave. Who is actually going to leave?
I mean, the highest stakes are on Barbra Streisand.
We're the crickets. We're the crickets. There's no one. None of them are. And they never leave. What about Van Jones? What about Van Jones? He was on CNN last night. Okay, we got him. He was the one who said this is a white lash. All right. 1-844-500-4242. I'm Howie Carr.
That's right. Howie Carr.